Oh, I found this interesting. Um, Trump's post-midterm election news conference at the White House the other day, remember that? Uh, Took a surprising turn when a reporter asked him about locking down his 2020 ticket. Trump turned to Pence, who, when asked the question, Pence stood up, raised his hand, and nodded. I'm surprised he didn't crawl on his hands and knees over to Trump and start licking his boots. But Trump said, Mike, will you be my running mate? Will you? Thank you. Okay, good. That was unexpected, but I feel very fine. That was Trump. But in private, apparently Trump is not feeling all that fine about the Christian Mike Pence after all. In recent weeks, it says here, with his electoral prospects 2 years from now on his mind, Trump is focused on the person who has most publicly tied himself to Trump. In one conversation after another, he has asked aides and advisors a pointed question. Is Mike Pence loyal to me? I mean, here's a guy, this phony fucking Christian Mike Pence, who has done everything except go up to Trump at any given moment and French kiss him. I mean, the way Pence stares at Trump with this beatific look on his face, as though, you know, fuck Jesus, that's my savior right there. And the water bottle. Oh yeah, you remember that little piece of video where Trump moved his water bottle and Pence saw him and immediately moved his. I mean, talk about a sycophant. This guy, Pence, oh well. Anyway, Trump doesn't believe it. So he asked people around him, is Mike Pence really loyal to me? Huh? Trump has repeated the question, according to, I guess this is the Times, so many times that he is alarming some of his advisors. Is there anything this asshole does that doesn't alarm his advisors? Trump not only openly suggested dropping Pence from the ticket, too much of a Christian, and picking another running mate, but the advisors say those kinds of questions usually indicate that he has grown irritated with someone. It's like a fucking, I swear to God, it's like a middle schooler. Does Ralphie like me? You know, in lunch the other day, when I said, hi, Ralphie, he just looked up and nodded. If Ralphie doesn't like me, will you be my friend? Jesus Christ. Anyway, when he asks these questions, according to what I have here, the answers he gets are buried, depending on who he asks. People inside the White House have assured Mr. Overconfidence, President Pig, that Pence has been a committed soldier, engaging in activities that Trump didn't want to bother with, like traveling to Hawaii to receive the remains of veterans of the Korean War. Trump hates the military. Or visiting parts of the globe that Trump doesn't want to go to because, you know, it might rain. But some Trump advisors outside the White House have suggested to Trump that while Pence remains loyal, he may have used up his usefulness. The only reason Trump picked him was to satisfy the Christian fascists. Because Trump knows that he's a filthy, degenerate male. And he needs somebody like Pence to buff up his image. Okay, so I grab women by the pussy, and I fuck women 2 days after my wife has a baby, and I abuse women, and I use campaign funds to pay them off, and all this other shit. But the uber Christian here, look at the way he looks at me. But now Trump, I think, is starting to realize he doesn't need Mike Pence. The fuck does he need Mike Pence for? There's a section of these Christian evangelicals who it doesn't make any goddamn difference what Trump does. They would piss on the cross in order to remain faithful to Trump. It's the sickest thing I've ever seen, politically. That's it.
Hi, Truth Seekers. Mike Malloy here. As you know, we've switched formats and are now broadcast exclusively on the Progressive Voices Network. So that means you get fewer program interruptions, no corporate commercials, and lots of profanity. But our format change also means some of our radio listeners no longer hear the program. It's been a while since I mentioned our podcasts, so you may have forgotten that there is a way to listen to this program anytime you need a good dose of screaming. Visit MikeMalloy.com and subscribe to our podcasts. You have your choice. You can listen to the ranting with the audio podcast or listen and watch me lose control with a video podcast subscription. As a podcast subscriber, you can download the program to your mobile device and take me with you wherever you go. And if you have a friend who needs a dose of truth-seeking, you can give a gift subscription as well. That's MikeMalloy.com, and never miss a minute of the uncensored fun and frivolity.